Hello. Welcome everyone. Dear, through this message of light, your spiritual mentors will address a subject that is of interest to many of you, and thus we will begin the first in a series of different videos, in which we will approach in a very peculiar way this topic that has been intriguing all of humanity Earth in recent times. This theme is also part of studies related to the journey of a walker in search of knowledge. Therefore, let's explore the possibility that the great creative matrix, God, spread throughout the universe countless forms of life differentiated in various dimensions, not only of the physical matter that you all know, but also in many multidimensional vibratory bands. Be prepared for us to explain a series together about the other inhabited worlds. In order for us to better explore this subject that is so complex for some, it is necessary to bring some data already proven by your current science. The most important astronomers on the planet have already detected, through photos from super telescopes already available in your solar system, the existence of approximately 1 trillion galaxies in the universe. Imagine that each such galaxy has billions of solar systems with habitable planets. In your Milky Way alone, there are more than 300 million planets with conditions similar to those on Earth, and they are distributed throughout the galaxy. A recent new analysis has concluded that about half of the Sun-like stars in your galaxy host rocky planets in habitable zones, where there may be accumulations or outflows of liquid water on the surface. You also need to know that the universe as you know it today through your current science is approximately 13.8 billion years old. But we don't know for sure whether this calculation is correct, much less the age of the multiverse that began to be cited by your science in the last decade. With all these data mentioned above, you need to stop and think that it is practically impossible that God, the Creator Source in its purest wisdom, could create life only on your beloved blue planet. Now let's explore this data, going a little deeper, and seen from a more exoteric and spiritual perspective. We know that the vast majority of your current science still does not accept life after death, therefore, for these people the soul does not exist, but only the consciousness stored in the brain of the physical body. For a walker in the midst of their spiritual journey, we can approach the limits of life on other worlds in a very different way. Let's start by accepting your limitations by being in a physical body in matter. Therefore, not everyone has third eye vision, which makes a good medium able to communicate openly with the world of spirits and multidimensional brothers. Remembering that anyone can reach this vibrational state, studying and seeking self-knowledge. That being said, yes, there are countless planets inhabited with different forms of life that many of you still wouldn't be able to see with the naked eye, and if you did, you would run away in fear. Not only life made yours in matter, but also in more subtle bands of ethereal energy. Of course, many of you are already aware of this truth, but it is very likely that some who arrived here still have many doubts. Therefore, we will approach this subject with great caution and taking one step at a time, as this will be the first of several messages focused on this. And why are we bringing you all this data? It serves so that all of you can have a parameter within the current thinking of humanity, so that we can approach this topic in a way that breaks some paradigms, and the first of them is, beings of a higher order than most of you called angels and guardians, have a cosmic origin much deeper than what your stories tell in your sacred books, which are spread across various religions and philosophies of life that exist on Earth. This may seem heretical and unacceptable to some, but it is an indisputable cosmic truth for higher spirituality. Please, we do not want to bring any discomfort to those who believe and follow their philosophy of life, We are just dealing with the subject with a more spiritualist vision, and bringing a new point of view to those who are interested in expanding their life a little further. Conscience. In this series we will cover various topics such as the many extraterrestrial races, the various existing commands, the incarnated beings that came from other galaxies, and many other details that will come throughout the next messages. We will start by discussing what the hierarchy would be like in the upper world. Let's start with the galaxies. There is a galactic federation that many have heard of, and below it, the planetary commands, and all of these report to the creative matrix that many of you call God. These beings of higher divine order are totally connected to each other, through a single cosmic consciousness. Communication between them does not use words or writing, but rather feelings and intentions. The technology that these beings have is billions of light years ahead of yours. Therefore, with this technology their ships and bodies can densify any vibrational range and jump to any dimension they wish. That is why the appearances in your orb happen in such a way that your aircraft cannot reach them in any way. Now we will bring you an important detail. In addition to the UFO sightings that have been happening for a long time on your planet, for years you have also heard about abductions, and some of you may have been one of the abductees. Because we can say that most of these were planned to happen in their lives before they reincarnated, this happens to help with their spiritual awakening. Because there is a very strong connection between your missions here on Earth and its cosmic origin. To close this first message on this topic, we must say that all of you, in your deepest cosmic origin, come from outside planet Earth. Since you are immortal souls, living an experience for your consciousness in these physical bodies, you are all extraterrestrials, and it is very likely that many of you in your previous lives lived on other planets and other galaxies. We know that this subject arouses the curiosity of many and doubts in others. That's why we decided to make this series of different videos, so that everyone can openly debate this subject, and if they wish, they can bring here their extra-physical and spiritual experiences with these cosmic beings of higher order. My dears, that's all we have to tell you for now. Stay tuned for the next messages, as we will bring more messages on this topic so requested by many of you. We sincerely thank everyone who made it this far. May the great Celestial Father be illuminating your paths today and always, and may His angels and protectors always be with you. A big hug of light to everyone, and until the next heavenly message. Gratitude to those who visited our channel. If you liked this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to receive notifications of new videos, leave a comment and share this light message with your friends.